Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. I saw an interesting statistic the other day about investors in the United States. And investors are making up a pretty sizable portion of the purchasers right now of real estate everywhere. But the thing that caught my attention is it said, well, only 47% of investment property was being bought by realtors. You know, that's less than half. And so I thought, well, you know, that doesn't sound really good. How would somebody who's in California, for instance, want to buy something on their own in Oklahoma? And then it dawned on me, like any statistics, that they're not always accurate and they don't always reflect the real numbers. And so I saw another statistic this morning that if you take institutional investors, and that is investors that buy at least 10 houses or more in a year is considering institutional. Now, of course, somebody like the Blackstone Group would be a big institutional buyer at 30,000 properties this year alone. And, you know, the thing is that they're not buying with realtors, they're buying directly from the banks. And so that 47% becomes much higher. My point is this, though, is that, you know, to me, what you should use is someone who's incredibly experienced, knows everything about investments, puts a total team together, understands how to do the metrics like I talked about in the last investment video, the return on investment analysis. And really, that boils down to being a realtor because, you know, investment is not just the metrics, it's understanding the neighborhoods, it's understanding patterns about how people are relocating or what the schools are like. Or where somebody that's 28 years old would prefer to live, what amenities, packages is that person looking for. So there's a lot of detail to investment real estate that goes beyond, well, I'm getting so much of a cap rate or cash on cash. And for that particular reason, there is no better person than an investment realtor, someone that specializes in investments because on the one hand, they understand the metrics, they understand the cash flow, they understand the wealth building. But on the other side, they understand their area, their city, those neighborhoods, what makes sense in terms of where people are going to go. They're constantly, as I am constantly doing, analyzing the neighborhood, looking at articles, seeking out statistics, you know, going to these places and finding out what they're like, seeing them firsthand. So I think that 47% is much higher. I do think that probably we're dealing maybe in some cases with 20 to 25% investors buying in certain areas of all sales. So it's an important thing right now that while the market is still affordable, while interest rates are still low, that you build wealth through security, through a smart real estate purchase. And for that, you're going to need a realtor. You're going to need an investment realtor. That is what I've done for 24 years. That is what I've learned in 24 years, the amount of money I've spent on education, the team that I've built. Whether you're in Oklahoma City or Kansas City or Denver or wherever it happens to be sure to ask the right questions, be sure they understand the neighborhoods, be sure they understand the metrics, be sure they understand the trends, and then you can make a smart real estate purchase. This is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.